You made me, but you can't control me forever.
They'll come for you.
I'm looking forward to it.
You can't get in, Kenny.
No chance.
Oh, man.
Shit.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant. You're watching Urban Nerd. This channel I give my nerd reviews on today's nerd news. I also do movie reviews. And today's movie I'm going to be reviewing is Bloodshot. Yes, Bloodshot. If you guys haven't seen any of my reviews, this is pretty much how it goes. So I pretty much tell you a little summary about the movie. I'll tell you my likes, my dislikes. I give it a grade. Then you like and subscribe. Of course, that's what always happens. But anyways. Yeah, Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel really pushed with this movie. This is from the Valiant Comics. Yes. And this is one of their staple characters, Bloodshot. The story of the Bloodshot. Well, actually, the story of the movie is about a guy named Ray Garrison, who is a military man. He's an expert at what he does, and he dies in battle. And they take his body, they bring him back, and they infuse they replace his blood cells, or basically make his blood cells nanobots, or nanites, and that's what makes up his whole structure. So therefore, any damage he takes, it can rebuild itself, blood, and that's in the circle on the chest. Actually, in the comics, is because of the nanites themselves. That's where they're clustered. That's where they're stapled. Like when they're getting injected into them, that's where it is. So then with the t-shirt, it usually bleeds out. That's why a lot of times in the later comics, you see it seems like it's bleeding in the circle. Now, this movie, it's pretty much the premise. It takes the premise of what the comics is about, where the guy, military, gets killed in battle, and he's brought back by nefarious corporation, of course, and that want to use him to further their own goals. And they bring him back, and what they do is they send him out on missions. He kills people. They replace his memory with other different people, and they send him out again to kill the people, and so on and so on and so on, as you've seen in the trailer. Now, I'm gonna tell you, this movie, I liked this movie. I'm not gonna say it was like the best thing in the world, but I enjoyed myself for the most part. It is like a throwback to the 1980s kind of action flick, where it's just I'm not gonna say really explosions, but there are a lot of action moments. And yes, Vin Diesel is playing a guy that pretty much whatever room he steps into is the baddest dude in there. That's not, whether he's Don from Fast and Furious, whether he's Riddick from the Pitch Black, or whatever, Riddick Chronicles, or whether pretty much Triple X. It's pretty much always the same thing. He's a guy. He's a one-man team. He can take out like pretty much a whole army, whatever, on his own somehow, no matter what. And yes, it is a trope that he's just pretty much sticking into, but it works. It works with this movie. It does work with this movie. He plays a little bit more subtly in this movie. He's not so cocky, but he's sort of cocky in the beginning, where you see him where he runs in to get the hostage, and then after he gets taken out, then he's pretty much a one-track mind as far as going and getting revenge and killing the person that killed his wife, not knowing that those memories are being replaced every time he kills a person when he gets put back under and replaced. And that's pretty much the gist of the story. It's not much to it. There is a twist in it, which is pretty obvious. Like you can tell the twist. The main bad guy, I'm not sure if he's made up for this comic. I don't believe he's made up from comic, but he's more in this movie, and he doesn't do much until like pretty much that. He's just the overseer. The one that he battles is this guy. I forget his name, but he's this cocky dude. He has like metal legs, and I appreciate it as far as his anger, because yes, he seems like a generic bad guy with the gum sticking under the table, but you look at it like, if he's just got metal legs, and then you've got this other person, but then again, Vin Diesel was the first successful, project as far as these cell things. I guess the guy might be feeling a little jealous, like, man, all I got was, he got a whole like indestructible body that heals back, and all I got was these goddamn metal legs. Sure, I can run fast, but I want that. So you can kind of see, and he's just been watching Vin Diesel go over and over and get shot up and blown up, and he goes back and picks him up with everybody after every time, Vin Diesel goes on his, killing spree to get revenge. Now, one thing I'm gonna say before I go to my negatives is Wilford Wiggins. That dude is like the best part of this movie. Wilford Wiggins, it's so hilarious. Like, I don't know if he's a comedian, up and coming comedian. I don't know if this is gonna be his moment that sets him off. But if there was ever a moment, sort of like when I first saw Tiffany Haddish in Girls Trip, right off the bat I was like, yo, this chick, yo, she's going some places. Or if it was Awkwafina when I saw her in Crazy Rich Asians, I knew right off the bat, yo, she's going to be in a bunch of stuff. Now look at her, she's in everything. She's in Jumanji, Next Level. She's in a bunch of movies. She's still going to be in a bunch of movies. But this guy, Wilford Wiggins, I can't remember his name as of right now, but the guy who plays him, look out for him, because that's some talent. Like, what he brought to that character, Will Wiggins, it's something special, It's the subtle, but like the quips just kept coming with this guy, and it's something that I just enjoyed watching. Now, I gotta get into my negatives, and my negatives is as far as the plot. The plot, very generic. Like I said, predictable. There's a lot of things predictable. The CG sometimes wasn't up to par. And I don't know. Like I said, it was good action moments, but it didn't seem like it's a movie that would have definitely done better if it came out in the 90s, 90s, maybe early 2000s, I'm not sure, but it seems a little dated even though it's new, new technology. It's like something that you feel like you've seen already, but it's just, it's something sort of new. It's so you're still entertained, you still enjoy yourself, but yet it's something that, it's not that crazy. I would say it's still a decent enough movie to watch if you like those 1980s or 90s action films where there's, the guys in vendetta gotta go after the people that did wrong to him, and then once he finds out he's been tricked, he goes after the other people that have been controlling him the whole time. Yeah, that, if you're looking forward to that, I say check it out. It is definitely worth seeing. The girl Katie, I give her props on that too. She is very good, very sexy, very beautiful, but just like all the other Vin Diesel movies, there's always a sexy ass female femme fatale that can do their thing and take out people. So you know what, she was definitely eye candy. I loved watching her. I definitely gonna look out for her again, but for the most part, this movie was okay. If I had to give this movie a grade, I'm going to give this movie, I'll give it a C+. C+, because like I said, it's still sort of generic like all these other things, but it's still better than like the average, just like common thing. It's still entertaining. I say watch it, enjoy yourself. Bloodshot, check it out. And one thing, if you guys didn't know, with these abilities, from healing, agility, speed, strength, also he can change himself to make himself look like anybody else. Now that's a power, I don't know, but maybe they'll put it in a sequel, but I highly doubt this because this movie is not going to make the money back. Sorry, but that's what it is. So anyways, that's my review for this movie. Remember to check out this all my other videos. Like the video, share the video, subscribe, check out my last movie review, check out my playlist movie review. Remember, I'm Wes Grant, you've been watching Suburban Nerd, and you just been notified. Catch you guys on the next review.